Hi guys, and welcome back again. So we're going to start looking at our modulators next. So in terms of modulation options within Spire, there's plenty of flexibility. We have 4 envelopes. You can see envelope 1, envelope 2, envelope 3, envelope 4. We have 4 LFOs in total, LFO 1, LFO 2, 3 and 4. 2 of these steppers, stepper 1, stepper 2. And then we have our macro controls over on the left here, as well as pitch bend and modulation as well. So plenty of modulation options. In this video, we're going to have a look at the envelopes. So 4 envelopes, as we know. Once we have a setting dialed in here, we can actually copy an envelope setting and paste it here. For some reason, I think there's a little bug there because I had to click out and click back in again to see that kind of initiated. But you can see it's copied and pasted that setting from there. So that's quite useful. Okay, so I assume that everyone's familiar with the usual attack, decay, sustain, release parameters. Let's have a quick look at the sustain and also the slope parameters. So bring up an attack time. And then let's bring down the slope level control and bring in a bit of a slope time. So what's going to happen now is the sound is going to have that kind of slowish attack, going to reach its sustain level because we're not using it as decay. And then it's going to slope down to a slope level. Let's make that a bit more exaggerated. So just allows a little bit more flexibility in terms of what the envelope can produce in terms of modulation signal. Okay, now to route the envelope, let's choose envelope 2 because envelope 1, as I said, is hardwired to affect the volume. Now let's say we wanted to affect a different parameter with the envelope. So let's say we were going to do the reverb amount, the dry wet. So all we have to do is come onto this little mini matrix here, find the parameter we want to use, which is going to be reverb, dry wet, bring the amount up. Let's bring up the attack time. And you can hear there, the attack is slowly bringing up that reverb amount. Now, something we can also do is determine how much velocity is going to affect this routing. Essentially, so how is velocity going to affect the strength of the envelope? Let's put this on something different. So let's just take that routing off and let's change it from affecting the reverb amount to affecting the cutoff. So now, if I press the key quite gently, we don't have a huge amount of modulation taking place. If I press it hard, you can hear there's much more depth. And that's because the velocity control is at work. If we take that off again, now velocity has no effect. So we get the same sound no matter the velocity I press the key with. We could do this negatively as well. So I press it soft, we get a lot of modulation. Press it hard or fast, we get little modulation. So that's the velocity control. And those are the envelopes. So 4 to choose from: attack, decay, sustain, release. We have this quite interesting slope time and slope level, which is a kind of a secondary sustain point, essentially. We can route what we want the envelopes to affect, either by directly choosing the amount and using this mini matrix to route it to a target, or having the amount also controlled by a velocity control here as well. Remember, we have different slopes we can choose from, or different curves for each one of these by clicking in the display here. And those are the envelopes. Okay, so now we've covered the envelopes. In the next video, let's have a look at our LFOs. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.